welcome you in the lecture series of Basics of Communication Engineering. It is tutorial 8 based on lecture 20 to 24th. So the question first is for a PAM transmission of voice signal with FM 3 kHz, calculate the transmission bandwidth BT if the width of each pulse is zero point 0.1 ts and sampling frequency Fs is 8 kHz. You know the sampling time Ts, it can be given as Ts is equal to 1 by Fs, and Fs is given 1 kilohertz, so 8 into 10 is to the power 3 second. And here you have given tau is equal to 0.1 Ts, and it can be 0.1 by 8 into 10 is to the power 3 second. So the transmission bandwidth BT, the transmission bandwidth, it will be greater than equal to 1 by 2 tau, or it will be 1 by 0.2 by 8 into 10 is to the power 3. From here, the transmission bandwidth, it will be greater than equal to 40 kilohertz. Now, next question is four voice channels, each having a bandwidth of 4 kHz, are to be multiplexed using FDM. A guard band of 500 Hz is to be inserted between the adjacent channels. Calculate the minimum bandwidth of the link. Using the guard band, the bandwidth of the link, it is n fm plus n minus 1, where Fg is the guard band frequency and Fm is the frequency of the signal. So here four voice channels are used having the bandwidth of 4 kilohertz. So have all the four channels having bandwidth 4. So n is 4 and bandwidth is 4 kilohertz, and plus n 4 minus 1 3 into Fg adjacent, the guard band is of 500 hertz, so it is 500 hertz. So it will be 16 kilohertz plus 500 hertz, so it will be equal to, you can say, 6000 plus 15, and it will be equal to 17500, or you can say 17.5 kilohertz. So if you can see, this is the bandwidth. So bandwidth for each channel is 4 kilohertz and the guard band is 0.5 kilohertz, and you can see this is the bandwidth. The channel bandwidth is 4 kilohertz for each channel, 4 channels, and the guard band is 0.5 kilohertz, or you can say 500 hertz. There are 4 channels and total bandwidth it will be 17.5 kilohertz. So you can see the guard band increase the bandwidth of FDM signal, because without guard band it is 16 kilohertz, and with guard band it is 17.5 kilohertz. Still they should be included in order to avoid the interference between the adjacent signals. Now another question is, draw the FDM system to combine three voice channels. Each voice channel bandwidth of 4 kilohertz, and the common voice channel has a bandwidth of 12 kilohertz, from 100 kilohertz to 112 kilohertz. So this is bandwidth of 12 kilohertz. So now at the transmitter, you can see there are voice channels having bandwidth 4 kilohertz. So all channels having bandwidth 0 to 4 kilohertz, and this is the spectrum of all these three voice channels. Now if in FDM, if I modulate the first signal with the FC1 100 kilohertz and FC2 104 kilohertz and FC3 108 kilohertz, then these voice channels, the first voice channels will have the band from 100 to 104 kilohertz, and second will have 104 to 108 kilohertz, and third will have 108 to 112 kilohertz. So you can see from 100 to 112 kilohertz, and this is the bandwidth 12, the voice channel having the bandwidth of 12 kilohertz. So we have the 12 kilohertz bandwidth from 100 to 112 kilohertz. Now I will combine these, and the composite signal will be transmitted through the channel, and you can see this is the bandwidth 100 to 112 kilohertz. This means 12 kilohertz bandwidth of this composite signal. and this composite or common voice signal is transmitted through the common voice channel. And at the receiver end, this is the bandwidth it is transmitted, and at the receiver end we are using three filters. And so here the first filter we will use, after this first filter we will use the modulator, and this modulator reconstruct the baseband signal of 4 kilohertz. There is another demodulator, and the third demodulator. So all these three demodulator convert the signal baseband signal of 4 kilohertz at the receiver end. Now question fourth. Three signals having a data rate of 2 kbps are grouped together by means of time division multiplexing. Each unit consists of one bit. Calculate bit duration before multiplexing, the transmission rate of a TDM, and the duration of each time slot in TDM, and the duration of one TDM frame. So if we talk about the first point, bit duration before multiplexing, so each signal has a bandwidth of 2 kbps. So the duration of each bit, it will be ts is equal to 1 by 2000, so it will be equal to 0.5 millisecond. And the second point, the transmission rate of the TDM. There are three signals and having data rate of 2 kbps. So if you consider the transmission rate for the TDM, if I consider the frames, so in this you can see signal first, signal second, signal first, signal second, and third. This is frame first and this is frame second, and this is one time slot. So the transmission rate of TDM, time slot for the data rate for one is, it is 2 kbps. So for the one frame, the transmission rate for TDM, it will be transmission rate. It will be, because there are three frames and 2 kbps, it is 2000, so it will be 6000 bits per second, or you can say 6 kbps. So the transmission rate, or you can say frame rate, that is 6 kbps. Now third point is the duration of each time slot in TDM. The duration of each time slot, the trans in this time slot, or duration of each time slot in TDM, duration of each time slot in TDM, it will be equal to 1 by 6000. So it is 166.67 microsecond. Now fourth point is the duration of one TDM frame. You can see the duration of one frame. So if this is the duration of each time slot, so this is the duration of each time slot. So the duration of one frame, it will be 3 into 166.67, and it will be 0.5 millisecond. Now next question, four data channels, each transmitting at 1 Mbps, use a satellite channel of 1 megahertz. Design an appropriate configuration for the FDM. So here we are having the satellite channel link of 1 megahertz. So the channel link is of 1 megahertz, and we are having the channels, four data channels. So four data channels are of 1 Mbps. At this point we have to design this type of configuration using FDM. So in FDM, if we are using the 16 QAM system, or means 2 is to the power 4, then we will have 250 kilohertz analog signal at this point. And these 250 kilohertz, they are 4, so you can say 250 into 4, it will be 1 megahertz 1 megahertz signal it will be generated, and it can be transmitted through the satellite, because the satellite channel having of 1 megahertz bandwidth. So here basically what we will do, we have given this 1 megahertz bandwidth. So first of all we will divide this 1 megahertz bandwidth into four channels, because we are having four channels, 1 2 3 and 4. So we are having 250 kilohertz analog channel basically. So means we have to require 250 kilohertz analog channel for four sources. Now since the bit rate, bit rate is basically equal to baud rate into log 2 L. So here 1 mbps bit rate is 1 mbps you have given, and the baud rate it is 250 kilohertz. This is the baud rate in analog system, and into log 2 L. So from here you can have 1 into 10 is to the power 6 by 250 into 10 is to the power 3, it is log 2L. This means from here L will be 16. So L16 means if you are using 16 QAM, or you can say 2 is to the power 4, or 4 bits are using to make this 16 QAM. So using this 16 QAM system, we will have 250 kilohertz analog signal, and these for 250 into 4 1 megahertz signal, or 1 megahertz composite signal, it will be produced, and that will match to the required available communication channel. Now next question, design a TDM system having output bandwidth of 128 kbps to send data from 4 analog sources of 2 kilohertz bandwidth and 8 digital signals of 7200 bits per second. So here we are having two sources, digital and analog. We are having total 128 kbps system. So actually we are having the 128 kbps. We have to design the system using TDM, which is having 128 kbps. So here you can see there are two sources, analog and digital, and here you can see there are four analog sources and eight digital signals. So there are four analog sources, and 5 to 12 there are eight digital sources. So first of all we divide this 128 kbps to two parts, divide by 2. So 128 by 2, 128 by 2, so we will require 64 kbps. So we will require two lines for this TDM system of 64 kbps. And now this 64, here there are four analog channels, so this 64 is divided by 4. So 64 divided by 4, 16. So there we can use another TDM, and each there are four lines, and each lines having 16 kbps, and in this 16 kbps there are four analog signals used, and with the use of a PCM system L is equal to 3, so 2 kilohertz can be converted into 16 kbps. And because 16 this is if 16 kbps require bits per second, and 2 log 2L, if you are having baud rate 2 kilohertz, so 2 log 2L, from here you can find out L will be 3. So we will use PCM system where L is equal to 3, then we will have 16 kbps. So this is the designing for the analog system, and we will get with 8 bit buffers there is 64 kbps one line, and for another line there is also 64 kbps data. And for this with 8 bit buffer we can use TDM system, and here you can see there are 8 lines. So we can use the pulse stuffing, and there is one bit buffer system is there. So using these we can design our system. So here the your frame will be like this. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So here you can see that this is 1 to 4, this is 2 bit buffer, so 2 bits will be there, 2 2 2 2. And after this is 1 bit buffer, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and 12, this is 1 bit buffer. So this will be a frame. Now another question, good voice reproduction via PCM require 128 quantization levels. If the bandwidth of the voice channel is 4 kilohertz, the data rate will be, so you know the data rate R, it will be the baud rate into log 2L. Here the baud rate, it is 4 kilohertz. So voice channel, analog channel, it is 4 kilohertz into log 2, and we will require total 128 levels. So L is 128. So from here we can find out 4 into log 2, 2 is to the power 7, or it is 4 into 7 kbps, or it is 28 kbps. So here this option D, 28 kbps, is right option. So this is the end of this tutorial 8th, and in the next lecture, lecture number 25, we will discuss about digital modulation. Till then, thanks for listening this tutorial. Thank you.